food and a clean environment. Also, $1 Fountain Pop Wednesdays. See you soon. We are your premier, best in state driving school, located in southwest Oklahoma at Fort Cobb Public School. We can provide all the services related to driving in the state of Oklahoma, such as driver's education, in house testing capabilities, permits, and drive testings for a license. The only thing that you will be required from DPS is your eye exam. We have certified instructors that use our cars to teach your students how to be the best drivers from the beginning. Come see us today for all your driving needs.
We're bringing fiber internet to Fort Cobb. Having fast internet is a must-have, whether you're working or learning from home. That's why we are building a fiber network in your community. We have wireless internet solutions too, available at Fort Cobb Lake, Crow's Roost, Alfalfa, and more. You can count on us for a fast, reliable connection to the world. We're proud to be a local provider that's part of your community. Get connected to Carnegie Fiber today.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Welcome back to Sterling, Oklahoma. About set for the boys contest. Fort Cobb Broxton taking on the Sterling Tigers. What's your keys to victory today, Blake, for the Mustangs?
About the same as always. You got to take care of the basketball. And, you know, I'm going to go back to the Hinton game, just use that as an example. You need to get more than one guy going early. And what I mean by that is Craig Rogers didn't score at all in the first half against Hinton. And Jackson Willits finished with only 2 points.
Yeah.
Now, Ian Taylor hit a couple threes early. Simeon Collins hit a couple threes early, but from what I've seen and going back and looking at some stats, the Mustangs' success mainly relies on Willits and Rogers to get themselves going early, because without them, Ian Taylor and Simeon Collins won't get more opportunities as the game progresses. Taylor had, I think, all 8 of his points that he had against Hinton in the first, or at least the first half. And Simeon Collins didn't get very many open looks after the first couple he had early in that game. So if you don't have Willits and Rogers going early, they don't really have anyone that they have to focus on too much, if that makes sense.
Perfect sense to me. The Mustangs being introduced right now. They start Jackson Willits, number 3, Craig Rogers, number 4, Simeon Collins, number 20, Aiden Lewis, and number 33, Ian Taylor. Mustangs are coached by Mr. Scott Hines. They come into the game with a record of 7 wins and 3 losses, and they are ranked number 9 in Class B. Coming off of a runner-up finish in the Burns Flat tournament, as Blake alluded to. They lost to Burns Flat, who is ranked number 16 in 2A, played a good ball game, lost by 5. So we'll see how they bounce back after playing in the tournament. Nate Anderson, a junior number 1, Hayden Talaferro, a senior number 5, Ty Hughes, a senior number 11, Brody Milam, and number 33, a senior, Raiden Register. I remember him from some years back. Big post player for the Tigers. They're coached by former Apache coach Donald. Come into the game with a record of, and they are in Class A. Started feed Indiana 61-60 in overtime. So it ought to be a pretty competitive game tonight. Taylor jumping center against Milam. Mustangs going right to left on your TV screen, and we're set to go. Ball tapped and
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com.
It's the Mustangs employ here on the first possession. It appears it's going to be a man-to-man. And it is. Bounce pass down low to Taylor. He'll try left wing. The back iron. Ball poked into the front court by Ty Hughes.
I remember, I believe he had 20 or so.
Oh, there's a drive, no good. Good defense by Aiden Lewis, who went up straight. Able to alter that one a little bit. Rogers penetrates in the paint, kicks it in the corner. Willits, baseline tray, good. Jackson Willits with a great. And the Mustangs on top early, 3-0.
I guess if you enough of them, one of them will finally fall. The first 3 possessions the Mustangs have, their shots are behind the arc.
Yeah. That time, as you mentioned in your pregame talk, on both ends. There's a drive by Taylor. As he slid over and got pretty good position. Just kind of one of those no-call type plays it looked to me like, but there was a bit of contact. Said he got him on the wrist. Coach Hines asking the same question I was, I guess. And now the Tigers on the attack. Long three-pointer by Hughes is good. Hughes showing some range there. We're tied at 3 on the arc. Inside the 3. Good hustle by That'd be my prediction. Almost halfway through first period. But you know, I've seen a lot of good ball games in this gym between Sterling and Fort Cobb over the years. In the corner. Oh, great hustle. That inbound pass. Ty Hughes with 5 points. And it's a 5-point lead for the Tigers, 11-6. Just over halfway through the first period. Collins on a curl, 15-footer good. Simeon Collins with a nice left-handed jumper. You know, sometimes you see that after a tournament week, your first ball game back, especially if you played in the finals and got beat. So hopefully that won't drag the Mustangs down too much. There's a spin move by Talifero. Lost control of it. Rogers all the way down, 2-on-1. Left-handed layup's good by Trey Rogers. Coach Youngstedt and Register will outside the free throw line. Now they switch positions. Screen from Register. Now he has it. Baseline tray on the way. No good. Entertaining first quarter so far. 2 minutes. Right wing. Nobody comes out. He'll take the out of bounds, 3-pointer. He's the front iron, and Rogers with a rebound. Poke it away, and it's a 5-point lead for the Tigers. And there's another steal. Racing up the floor, it's number 0. Shot no good as Anderson. Taylor there with a rebound. Rogers pushes up the floor over to Lewis. Left-handed shot's good and one. Nice feed from Rogers into. And he was able to. And he'll be at the line for another free throw. Trip. 15-12. Sterling on top. And Lewis free throw good. Good job by Aiden. And he's going to be replaced by Blake Nunn. Yes.
Blake Nunn's been a good piece to have off the bench since he joined after game 1.
Yeah.
Off the bench, he's averaging 5 and 4. 5 points, 4 rebounds.
Yeah. Yeah, he does it on both ends. You're right about that. Minute to play here in the opening period.
I want to say Blake Nunn had 8 against Hinton.
Yeah,
if I remember correctly.
I watched some of that game. Yeah, he played well. It appears the Tigers are going to want to take the last one. Hughes stationary dribble out near the center line, and Rogers going to creep out on him. Now we're going to switch to a trap defense. And Jackson almost had the steal, knocked it out of bounds with 33 seconds to play. Oftentimes they'll jump into that trap when a team's trying to hold the ball on them and get a steal. That's looks like what we're doing here. Taylor really quick at the point of that zone. There's a drive down the middle of the paint over to Register. Now back out front to Hughes with 18 seconds to play. There's a pass to Register who got a low. So what happens on that 1-3-1, that back door is off and open, and Register makes them pay. 4-point lead, 3-pointer by Collins on the way, no good. And the ball goes out of bounds. After one period, Sterling 17, Fort Cobb Broxton 13. You're listening to Mustang Basketball on FCBMustangs.tv.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Versatile Networks can handle all of your school or business technology and wiring needs. Expanding into a new building or office space? We would love to give you a free quote for your network wiring. Are your computers outdated? Are your servers slow? Is your network underperforming? Is your wireless network weak? Let Versatile Networks come in and assess the situation and get you back up and running the way you should be. Call Versatile Networks today at 405-217-0267 or visit versatilenetworks.com for more information.
Entertaining first quarter for sure. And the Sterling Tigers have a 4-point lead as we start the second period of play, and it'll be Fort Cobb's ball. Mustangs so far, have 4 players in the scoring column. That's always a good sign when you can spread the scoring about a little bit. Rogers, a little 12-foot runner, won't go. Couldn't get it over the front of the rim. Here come the Tigers. Floor, reverse layup good by Talaferro. Good athletic move by the Tigers. That's 7 for Talaferro, and it's a 6-point lead for the Tigers. They made that fast break look easy. Very athletic bunch, it appears, the Tigers are. Rogers on the drive, and he's going to be fouled by Hayden Talaferro. That's his second. That's cause for concern a little bit, I would think, for Coach Youngstedt. Rogers to Taylor, now out to Collins, down to Rogers. One little floater again, won't go. He's having a hard time getting shots, but so far he doesn't have it dialed in. There's Hughes on a 3-pointer, no good. In the corner, Jackson, 3-pointer on the way, no good this time, rattled out. And rebound control by the Tigers into the front court quickly. Register ducks his head and runs over Jackson Willits. That's the easiest call you'll ever see. I tell you what, Register would make a good fullback, it looked to me like. That's his first personal. I'd like to hand him the ball and see him crash through the line of scrimmage. First personal on Register, and he'll take a seat. He's replaced by Tate Hughes, number 22.
You know, I think Oklahoma State could have used Register on the goal line against Baylor.
Yeah, good point. Yep, Taylor with it, right side. It's Collins. Ball was blocked from the side. That's normally an automatic foul when you come from the side like that. They didn't call that in the girls' game either, so they're consistent. Coach Hines voicing his displeasure with one of the officials. These officials have been at this for a long time. I think they've probably been referees maybe longer. A lot of experienced guys out there. 6 minutes to play, second period. Crossover dribble by Hughes. Out to Rogers, a good pass. And there's going to be a whistle and a foul charged to Tate Hughes, I believe. He caught him on the elbow. He was really aggressive on the pressure. And that's the 5th team foul on the Tigers. So
You know, Don, I don't believe, maybe Arapahoe is the closest, but I don't know if Mustangs have ever faced anyone this aggressive on defense.
I believe you're right. Good play by inbound plays. Nunn converts the 2. Cuts the lead to 6. Yeah, they're playing good defense. There's a quick shot off the glass, no good. There's going to be a foul on number 11, I believe, Brody Milam, as he went over the back trying to get the rebound. On Fort Cobb.
I don't think Coach Hines liked that one either.
Hey, 24-21. Talifero drives in the paint, and he's going to be bumped and fouled. Sort of what the girls did, the Sterling girls. Good smart fouls on Taylor. When the going gets kind of dicey for them, they just take it to the hoop and pick up a foul, and that's Talifero is pretty hard to guard. Free throw no good. 2:24 to play. In the half, we're going to have a substitution. Lance Anderson is going to check in, replacing Simeon Collins. Anderson can shoot the 3. And Talifero will have one more. Free throw is good. 24-22, Mustangs on top. Let's see what they can muster up here with 2:20 to play in the half. Rogers slowing it down a little bit. Crossover in the corner to Taylor. Back to Rogers in the middle of the paint. Back to Taylor, layup good. Boy, that's beautiful ball movement. The old give and go. And Rogers is a great passer. And he found Taylor for his second basket. And it's a 4-point lead for the Mustangs. I'll tell you, Rogers is a great ball handler. Drive by Talifero. His layup's good. I'll tell you, he can dribble through the defense. He's pretty tough to defend. Long pass up ahead to Jackson along the baseline. Now back to Rogers. Both coaches calling out some plays. Coach Hines wanting something specific. Now Rogers handling all the way down to Nunn. Layup no good, too hard off the back iron, and it goes out of bounds off Sterling. So it'll stay with Fort Cobb. They got a break there. Well, I tell you, it's great play action as Rogers is able to get around his defender and find the open man under the basket. He is really a wizard at that. There's Willits all alone on the inbounds. Spin move, layup good by Jackson. Beautiful move by Jackson Willits. That's 4 for him. 4-point lead for the Mustangs. Hughes got a travel layout, shuffled his feet.
Finally they called it.
106 to play here in the half. Mustangs trail by 4 at the end. With a minute. Good. If you've ever seen a fast break with the numbers, we had it there.
4-on-1, is that right?
Yeah. They did the only thing they could do is foul us. A second personal on, well, they say Register, but yeah, that'd be the second foul on Raiden Register, and Ian Taylor at shooting 2. Need to make these, Ian. Makes the first cleanly. That's 5 for Ian. register is going to be replaced by Maximilio Puccio for the Tigers. Mustangs with the biggest lead of the contest for them, 5, make it 6 as he cans them both. 30 to 24. Halfway, or 30 seconds to play in the second period. And there's a drive by Talifero. Rogers doing a great job on him. Finally, he just has to pitch it out. There's Hughes on the drive, and he's going to be fouled along the baseline by Lance Anderson. That's not really a bad foul. 7 seconds to play. It's only the 4th team foul. So they'll have to set up along the baseline here. Made them burn a little clock. They lob it way out front to Talifero. 8 seconds. Puccio with it, just checked in, trying to go against Willits. In the corner to Hughes. Drives in the paint, shot blocked by Taylor. Goes over to Willits, and that will do it. Your halftime score, the Fort Cobb Broxton Mustangs 30, the Sterling Tigers 24. As the Mustangs really played an outstanding second period as they outscored Sterling 17-7 in that quarter. And we'll turn it over to Blake now for our halftime report. Blake?
Yeah, Don, you're exactly right. And the Mustangs actually shot the ball worse from the field in the second quarter than they did in the first quarter. First quarter, they were 5 for 13 from the field. Second quarter, 6 for 16. So your percentages, 38.5% first quarter, 37.5% in the second quarter. It's close. First quarter was still better by a lot of turnovers yet either. Now the Mustangs have created a couple steals, of course, but there's only 3 turnovers.
Yeah, and a couple of those came on impressive.
Actually, okay, I misspoke.
And he's definitely as a point guard, a creator, both in grid defensively. You know, he does it on both ends of the floor, and he's just getting better. It seems to me like he's getting better. Insight into what's been happening. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank our sponsors while we have the opportunity. Appreciate all those folks for sponsoring our broadcast this year. Hope you go by and tell them so. Shelley Dissey of ABC Superior Realty. For all your real estate sales needs, call Shelley at 580-302-1974. T-Bird's Convenience. Job. 1902. 405-64. Carnegie Fiber. For all your high-speed internet connection needs in Fort Cobb, call Carnegie Fiber at 580-654-1 to Southwest Oklahoma. Mr. Kent Sexton, give Kent a call at 6936. Thank you guys for listening. 4-42. When we come back, we'll have second half action. You're listening to Fort Cobb Broxton Mustang basketball.
Campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
The only thing that you will be required from DPS is your eye exam. We have certified instructors that use our cars to teach your students how to be the best drivers from the beginning. Come see us today for all your driving needs.
We're bringing fiber internet to Fort Cobb. Having fast internet is a must-have, whether you're working or learning from home. That's why we are building a fiber network in your community. We have wireless internet solutions too, available at Fort Cobb Lake, Crow's Roost, Alfalfa, and more. You can count on us for a fast, reliable connection to the world. We're proud to be a local provider that's part of your community. Get connected to Carnegie Fiber today.
Dr.
Welcome back to Sterling, Oklahoma. We didn't mention a couple of our broadcast crew with us today. We got, of course, Blake Perryman, the color commentator, and we've got the cameraman, John Bellamy, and the computer operator, Kate Baker. These guys do a great job. All high school students at Fort Cobb Broxton, learning the business of broadcast television, and I think they do a great job. Glad to have them along. Hope you enjoy the broadcast. Basketball to start the third period. Point lead, 30-24. They really kind of stymied Sterling in that second period. Sterling looked really good in the first period. Had 17 points, but they didn't make so many three-pointers in that second period. Three-pointer won't I think Taylor might have got a fingernail on that one. It came up way short. Taylor all the way down, beats him down, and he missed the layup. Taylor couldn't. Three-pointer, no good. Tapped around and out of bounds off of Sterling. Taylor did a great job hustling, beating the Tigers down the floor, but he just couldn't finish the shot. Keep hustling, those things will start falling for us. 6.5 to play here, third period. Willits out front to Lewis. Mustangs have their starting five tonight.
At Diesel Horse Sports North can help you get game day ready. Dr. Diesel Horse works with athletes.
Great start to the third quarter here for the Mustangs if they scored 5 straight here. Ty Hughes for the Tigers' first points of the second half. Rogers, little floater, can't get it to drop. Ball chopped out of bounds, and they say Aiden Lewis caught him on the forearm. That's 2 or 3 of those floaters that Rogers hasn't been able to convert. It's a tough shot. We've talked about that earlier in the season about how tough that shot is, but he usually makes it look easy. Tonight he's had a little trouble getting it in the switching. He had a wide open look at it, passed it up. It was a pass, no question about it. Coach Hines was alert to that. Thankfully, they listened to him. We'll see if we can get a stop now. Talifero swings it around. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound.
but it's not all that.
3:30 period. Mustangs on top. Out of bounds. Willits. He hopped through the lane, and we're going to have a whistle and a curling as Willits went by. And checks in, replacing. Pass down to Willits.
And Rogers.
There it is. Plays hard. Register is going to be replaced. Cobb, that one, no doubt about it. He's having all kinds. Staying in front of him because he likes it. The young man does. He's good at it. And that time he. Mustangs trying to build on a 10-point lead. Willits goes around his man, hands it off to Lewis. Layup good. Beautiful pass from Jackson Willits to Aiden Lewis. Tell you what, teams I think Fort Cobb's had in a while. There's a pass intercept. Again over to
Dazzle, that was a no-look pass.
Yeah, that's these guys, when they get in the open court, their eyes light up. 14. Mustangs teams they've had in a long time. Three-pointer no good by Anderson. Rogers with the rebound. And he's going to be fouled from behind as Hughes tried to poke it away. And that'll be Tate's second personal. And the third team foul. There's Rogers. It's a screen from Lewis, can't really use it. 50 seconds to play, gets away from his defender in the paint. Over to Willits, drives around his man, 14-foot pull-up jumper, good. Jackson Willits. Long pass up ahead to Tate Hughes, three-pointer, no good. None, long pass, bounce pass. Trying to thread the needle to Jackson, who was streaking to the basket, but it goes off the foot of Anderson and out of bounds. So the Mustangs will have it. They've got our inbounds play scouted.
Jackson got a little scared being that open.
Yeah. He was wide open. Yeah, he thought
really? There's no one on me?
Yeah, I thought maybe or something. 10 seconds to play. Down to 7. They seem to be in no hurry. They swing it in the corner. Long, high, three-pointer good by Ty Hughes at the buzzer. After 3 quarters of play, the Mustangs 46, Starting Tigers 35. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout.
We'll stand beside you throughout the entire, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Dieselhorst, and we are here to help.
Versatile Networks can handle all of your school or business technology and wiring needs. Expanding into a new building or office space? We would love to give you a free quote for your network wiring. Are your computers outdated? Are your servers slow? Is your network underperforming? Is your wireless network weak? Let Versatile Networks come in and assess the situation and get you back the way you should be. Call Versatile Networks today at 408.
That kind of a set play, it appears. They get it to Rogers, dump it down low to Lewis. Shot off the glass and good. Beautiful play once again. Those set out of bounds. Just seems like the team chemistry of the Mustangs get better each night. I think this team has got a bright future. 6 minutes to play in the ball game. Pass intercepted by Lewis, but he couldn't handle it. Hughes gets it back. There's Tate, and he's going to be fouled by Rogers as he went up for the shot. Mustangs have one more contest before the Christmas break. Friday night, the Mustangs will travel to Hoop City to play the Carnegie Wildcats Friday night. Girls tip off at 6:30. Jump shot of the lane good by Brody Milam. Got the loose ball. And he knocks it in. Back to a 12-point lead for the Mustangs. Rogers handling out front. Between the legs dribble into paint. Kicks it in the corner to Taylor. Steps back beyond the arc. Three-pointer rattled out. Tapped around into the front court. Here they come on transition. And Taylor hustles down and fouls him. He'll have to earn it at the free throw line now. And that's the 16th foul on Fort Cobb, the second on Taylor. You know, this ball game's not as far from over, Blake. Sterling's got some firepower to get back in it if we're not careful. First free throw is good by Anderson. And he's got a chance to cut it to 10-point lead. They make free throw, and he does. Mustangs have had their 14-point lead trimmed to 10. Rogers over to Willits. Along the baseline, gets a screen from Devon, and they say they fouled Willits as he went by. Number 0 did. That's Nate Anderson. That's his third. And the 16th foul. Yeah, they try to get it into Willits again. That time they poked it away. I tell you, the Mustangs are pretty good at these inbound plays. They've scored a lot of points this season off these inbound plays. This time they have to go out to Willits. He'll penetrate into paint.
He walked. They didn't call it.
Taylor has it now. Picked up the loose ball. Hands it off to Devon. Kicks it out to Rogers all day long. Three-pointer, you're no good. Seems like the more time we have, the less we make them. 10-point lead. Now the Tigers have a chance to get it into single digits, but they haven't been there in quite some time. And Talifero heads to the hoop, and he's going to be fouled. And it's going to be called on Jackson. That's his, no, I'm sorry, Aiden Lewis. And that'll be his fourth personal. And now the Tigers will be in the bonus. And Talifero with one in bonus. Point game, and we got a timeout, Tigers. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
VersatileNetworks.com for more information.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented the moment your buyers need them.
Let's go quickly.
Well, both teams shooting really good clip. Sterling's 48.6 from the field. Mustangs 43.5% from the field. Neither team shooting the three from a good clip, however. Sterling's 25%, Mustangs 12.5%. Both have taken 16 threes tonight.
All right, there's 4.5 to play. Mustangs with an 8-point lead, closest the Tigers have been in quite some time. Need to have a good possession here. Willits on the weave, shot off the glass, good by Jackson. Good strong jump shot that time. Kind of went up and fell away a little bit. That's 13 on the night for Jackson. It's back to a 10-point lead. Halfway. He'll take a shot over. Mustangs now in control of it. I tell you, these guards have really made old Rogers work really hard. Oh, we're going to have an offensive foul charged to the Mustangs. I believe he's going to call it on number 33 for moving screen. And that will be his third personal. One of those turnovers you don't really like to see. And the Tigers, that one kind of got away from him. It soared. So we gave him one, they gave it right back. Thank you very much.
Unforced errors, Don.
Yep. Yeah, that's makes coach not sleep very well. Rogers finally gets away from his defender. Taylor's pass. Oh, wow. And it's Fort Cobb's ball. Collins will check back in, replacing Taylor with 3:15 to play in the ball game. So about all that happened here in the last 30, 40 seconds is clock going down a little bit and nobody scoring, so that's in the Mustangs' favor certainly. Rogers kicks it in the corner to Collins, fresh off the bench. 15-foot jumper won't go. Gets his own rebound, though. Tap back to him. Rogers to Lewis. And Rogers does a great job of handling that one with Hughes all over him. Hey, he is really coordinated. Great hand-eye coordination of Rogers. And he can handle the ball so well. 15-foot elbow jumper, good. Thanks to the soft rims that time. And Rogers makes it back to a 12-point lead for the Mustangs. There's Tate Hughes. Long two-pointer on the way, no good. And the ball is tapped over to Rogers with 2:20 to play. So Mustangs can kind of smell it now, getting close to the end. Been a pretty good battle. Pretty athletic team the Tigers have put on the floor tonight. The Mustangs have controlled it pretty good. There's Devon, three-pointer good. Blake Nunn, I should say. Blake Nunn with a long tray, and it's the biggest lead of the night at 58-43. Mustangs have scored 7 straight points. Three-pointer by Talifero with the answer. And we've got a timeout taken by the Tigers. Let's see what it'll be here. It's a full timeout. And we will do the same. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers.
Talk about a win-win.
Advertising packages start on this streaming for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Ouachita Valley Bank, locally owned and operated since 1902, proudly serving the Fort Cobb area with knowledgeable and friendly professionals that actually care about your financial well-being. Online banking, loans, certificate of deposit, safe deposit boxes, 24-hour telephone banking, and an ATM. For service you can trust, Ouachita Valley Bank, 405-643-2305, member FDIC. Proud support.
Welcome back to Sterling. Post game. Four on him. Outstanding there for the Tigers. And Rogers will be shooting a one in the bonus, as that's the 7th team foul on the Tigers. And Rogers makes the first. I think I've got him for 16 tonight, Blake. Is that about right?
Sounds right.
And he missed the second.
That is correct, Don. He has 16.
There's a long three by Talifero. Hit the front iron, no good. And there's over the back will be number 11, Milam. And he's going to call the ball.
So it's like Ian Taylor will check in for him.
Aiden played well tonight. Yeah. 9, 10, 11 points. 11 points on the night for Aiden. Taylor with 1:33 to play in the contest. Goes good. That's 8 for Brody. Back to a 12-point lead. And Here's Quickly into Taylor. Over to Collins. Well, they made him pay for that press. That's the way to work on that. Beautiful feed from Nunn over to Collins. There's a shot good by Talifero. Rogers hustled into the front court over to Nunn as it poked away. They say it went off Nunn. Went off his fingertips, and Tigers will get the ball with 1:03 to play. The Mustangs, they're not backing off. They're pedal to the metal trying to score on all these transition baskets. They're not, they've got a big enough lead. They don't have to worry about milking the clock. They have an opportunity to score. That's good travel on Talifero. Good defense. Got in his way. Mustangs looking to put the finishing touches on a good win here at Sterling. Hard place to win. It's a small gym. Seen a lot of good contests. Sterling always has a pretty good ball club. Their feed from Nunn's no good. We're going to have a jump ball on the rebound. And it'll go to the Tigers with 36 seconds to play. I can remember back in the day when Bink Woolbright coached here. Some of the Mustangs state tournament teams we played over here against some very fine Sterling. Down to the wire every night, and it was a packed house and great atmosphere for a ball game. 3-on-1 in the corner to Nunn. 18 seconds to play. If I'm not mistaken, there's going to be a foul on the Tigers. They played Sterling over here. I'm not sure. Sterling may have defeated Fort Cobb. They were both in Class A at the time. And if they didn't defeat it, they shot, I don't know, it was close right to the end. Anyway, we met Sterling over in the area tournament. And it was just as close in that area tournament. I think Fort Cobb won that, went on to win state. So Sterling's had some good ball clubs through the years. A lot of those former players I remember had the same names as these guys. There's a long three-pointer by Anderson's good. 5 seconds to play. 4 seconds. Taylor into the front court, and that will do it. Your final score, Fort Cobb Broxton 61. Sterling Tigers 52 in an outstanding ball game tonight. Congratulations to the Mustangs as they on the year. We'll turn it over to Blake Perryman for the post-game wrap-up. Blake?